We're at the Automation and Robotics Knowledge Hub with Karol Janik, who's the Automation and Robotics Technology Manager at the MTC. Karol, given that the MTC has been one of the most committed campaigners to increase the uptake of automation and robotics in UK manufacturing, give us an update on how it's going. Is the message getting through?
Unfortunately, we're not really where we want to be. We can't see that significant growth in adoption of automation. It's still rather stagnant, but the positive thing is I think we can see and we can feel much more positive sentiment around robotics and automation now. You can feel that buzz around it. So I'm hoping that in the near future we'll see growing uptake across the UK manufacturing.
Well, that is to be hoped for, but the number of times you and many others have spelled out this message about what it means for manufacturers' efficiency and, above all, profitability, why do you think manufacturing companies have held back for so long compared with other countries?
I think there is still a lot of false perception about robotics and automation, that it's very difficult, very complex, very expensive to adopt in your business. And especially for SMEs, that's quite often a confusing message. We're here at this hub and what we do on a daily basis is to show that automation and robotics doesn't have to be difficult, doesn't have to be expensive. Some of the great demonstrators that we have here on the stand show that you can, at a low cost, integrate robotics and automation solutions into your older machinery, and you can really start with not very significant investment, get that productivity gains, get that efficiency gains, tackle the challenges of workforce shortage. So all the building blocks are there. We need to do a little bit more work to send that message better across, that automation isn't that difficult, it doesn't have to be that expensive, you can get it right with the right support.
That workforce shortage you've just mentioned is absolutely critical. We're facing a very severe shortage in UK manufacturing of skilled recruits in the coming years. In many ways, I suppose the message could be automate or die.
There is a little bit of that. I wouldn't say it's that extreme, but of course, if you want to do something about it and you want to think strategically, you might have significant problems in the coming future. That's why we really strongly send this message. Robotics and automation can bring so many positives into your business, and tackling that workforce shortage is just one of the examples. And as I said earlier, it doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be that expensive. You can do it right if you have the right support.
Now, is there anything you believe culturally or structurally here in the UK that stops some companies seeking to automate, thinking about automation for their manufacturing processes?
Yes, I think there is quite significant cultural barrier here in the UK. A lot of manufacturers are very proud that they run their machines from 60s or post-war time, and they do the same thing for many decades. But the world moved ahead. If you want to be competitive, if you want to stay in a business, you have to think strategically. And that's where the other challenge comes in. Quite a lot of manufacturers don't think very long term, and if they think about investment into automation, for example, they expect very quick returns on investment, which is very different to some of the European countries where that thinking is much more longer term and strategic, which ultimately allows you to think about automation as a good pathway for productivity and improving your business, because you think 5-10 years ahead rather than 1 or 2.
What kind of guidance and support is there out there for companies who are getting the message now, who are saying, yes, time we automated, time we brought in some equipment like the robot we see behind us?
Yes, there is a lot. I know it's not that easy sometimes to find it, but there is MTC, there is High Value Manufacturing Catapult with all of its centers. We are here to provide an independent advice to UK manufacturers how they can start their automation journey. And at the MTC, we a couple years ago created our automation journey framework that allow us to collaborate with any business of any size, either starting with their very first line walk, finding what are their fundamental issues, but also working with businesses that know where their automation can get them, but not necessarily know how to start. So we are here to provide independent advice and guide them through the whole journey, from finding the business case, finding the right solutions, finding the right partners to deliver solution on the shop floor.
So is MTC basically the best first place to start?
I'm a little bit biased, but I would say yes. But obviously there is much more initiatives. As I said, all the other HVMC, high value manufacturing catapult centers. There is Made Smarter program across the UK. So there is a lot of places where you can find support, and that's why we really loudly sending this message. There are people to help you. Just reach out to the MTC, reach out to high value manufacturing catapult. We are here to help you with your automation journey to improve your business, improve your competitiveness, improve your productivity.
Thank you, Karol Janik, very much.
Thank you.